Tonight on Reporting Scotland. A BBC investigation finds thousands of homes in high-rise flats across Scotland don't have sprinkler systems.
In my professional opinion, the presence of a sprinkler in that fourth-floor flat in Grenfell would have stopped that tragedy from escalating to the standard that it did.
Good evening. Thousands of homes in tower blocks across Scotland aren't fitted with potentially life-saving sprinkler systems. A BBC investigation has found that more than 300 high-rise buildings are affected, including dozens of properties in Aberdeen, Glasgow and Edinburgh. The Scottish Government says it's to carry out a thorough review of fire regulations and suppression systems. Katrina Renton reports.
14 people died in the fire at this nursing home in Lanarkshire in 2004. It led to a change in the law in Scotland. Sprinklers had to be fitted in residential care homes, sheltered housing and in every flat of all new high-rise blocks above 18 metres. But although this affected all new builds over that height from 2005, there was no obligation on councils or social landlords to fit the systems in their older blocks.
BBC Scotland contacted local authorities and housing associations in a bid to determine how many high-rise homes were fitted with sprinklers. It found there were none in more than 300 buildings. Among those who responded, Aberdeen City Council has 59 high-rises, the City of Edinburgh Council has 48, Glasgow Housing Association has 67 and North Lanarkshire has 48, all with no sprinklers fitted. Now, there's no suggestion that anyone has done anything wrong, given the age of the properties.
There were no sprinkler systems in Grenfell Tower, but after what happened there, should there be a requirement to have them fitted retrospectively to all high-rises in Scotland?
It would seem that the Grenfell tragedy was a fire which originated on the fourth floor and appears to have originated in a refrigeration unit. Now, if that's true, then we have to understand that the presence of a domestic sprinkler in that environment would have extinguished that fire. In my professional opinion, the presence of a sprinkler in that fourth floor flat in Grenfell would have stopped that tragedy from escalating to the standard that it did.
These flats in Ayr were fitted with sprinklers in 2003. Of the councils and housing associations which replied to BBC Scotland's request, only South Ayrshire had fitted sprinklers in its older tower blocks. Some politicians want them fitted to all council and housing association high-rise flats.
Where we find there are none, we need to go in and fit them. We'll need to decide who pays for that, but somebody's got to pay for it, whether it's councils or the Scottish Government. Between the two of them, they need to sort it out.
Labour says it wants the Scottish Government, not what it calls cash-strapped councils, to fund a programme so high-rises meet the highest safety standards. And the Scottish Government's ministerial working group is currently taking evidence.
We will indeed be casting a critical eye so that we re-look at all our regulations very thoroughly. So the issue of sprinklers will indeed be a matter that the ministerial working group will continue to focus on.
We asked people who live in high-rises in Glasgow if they want sprinklers in their homes.
A big difference, really, a lot of difference, but a lot safer, you know.
Any kind of water would make a difference to fire safety, and then we're all pensioners mostly up there, that we need all the security we can get.
I think it's going to set somebody's mind at rest that there's things in place and it doesn't really matter what it costs.
After what happened at Grenfell, people living in high-rises just want to be sure that nothing like that can ever happen again. Katrina Renton, Reporting Scotland.